Y'all, do you guys remember that story in Georgia about Hannah Cobb and her boyfriend? Is it Telvin Osborne? Oh my God, when I tell you, some of you men, there are things you have to learn from this story. You don't insult women trying to make your preference feel good, right? You can make her feel loved without putting down other women. And if I tell you that black women are not having it, I mean, they are not having it at all right? So let's get into this. That girl, Hannah, is walking free. And yes, race is important in this situation. The girl is white, Hannah Cobb. The man she took out, her boyfriend and the father of her child, Telvin Osborne, is black. Now, this is the same guy, allegedly, who said on social media, specifically Facebook, that he would rather sleep with a dog than sleep with a black woman. He and his friend went on to say, it better be a white dog, though. Ugh, look what his preference did to him. Ended his life, and she gets to walk. Anyway, at first, she lied about how she ended his life. She was not initially arrested until people called foul. After public cries, she got arrested, and by the way, her father is an officer, reportedly. During the investigation, that's when they learned that she was lying about how she took her life, claimed cleaning the gun, and accidentally went off. The lies, the lies, the lies. Let's read this write-up from the Neighborhood Talk. So, they say, grand jury drops charges against Georgia woman who fatally shot her boyfriend after a night out, claims she acted in self-defense after he allegedly threatened her with an 8-inch knife. That was the second story after the investigation. All right, now listen, and let me tell you, before I read this entire thing, black women don't care who you date. And by the way, this is the second black man who's been taken out by his preference and was insulting black women. And black women, they are no longer taking to the streets for disrespectful men. And I hope women who are raising boys, you better tell them that it's not your preference that black women are mad at, it's your disrespect. Okay, date whomever you want or are attracted to. Hopefully, you're going to end up happy. But why do you have to disrespect another woman, let alone the black women? Anyway, let's read this story. It says, y'all surprised? Anna G. Cobb will not face charges for fatally shooting her late boyfriend, Telvin Osborne, after a drunken night out in February. I remember when this story broke, they found his social media posts where he and his friends were allegedly saying the most foul, disrespectful things about black women, such as I said earlier, I would rather sleep with a dog than a black woman. And black women were like, oh, okay there, you can have it. Tell your mama not to call on us. Anyway, they go on to say, a grand jury returned a no bill immediately, closing the case after Hannah was initially arrested for felony involuntary manslaughter. According to media reports, Hannah was allegedly acting in self-defense. The couple had returned home from a night of dancing around 2 a.m. when Hannah reportedly became upset, accusing Telvin of speaking to another woman. After a heated argument, Hannah locked Telvin out of the house. In response, he allegedly texted her saying she better hide, couples quarrels or lovers quarrel, whatever. After locating another key, Telvin reportedly entered the home with an 8-inch knife and attempted to use it on her. Where did he get the knife from? That big of a knife, 8-inch? Oh, in this image, we can see a knife right there, pointing, in his pocket with a wooden handle. Okay, so maybe he always carries a knife. But anyway, Hannah claims she called his mother, who tried to de-escalate the situation, but was unsuccessful. She says she locked herself in the bathroom, and after threatening to harm herself, she ultimately turned the gun on Telvin and shot him once, killing him. Hannah provided ring camera footage that showed the couple arguing, with her telling him to leave, followed by him exiting the home. Family members claim the relationship was also toxic, stemming from Telvin's infidelity. Initially, Hannah claimed she was cleaning her gun after the club when it went off, fatally striking Telvin, but after an investigation, that was determined to be false. Following her arrest, Hannah was released on $25,000 bond with Level 1 monitoring and was ordered to surrender any firearms.
Deputies arrived at the 800 block of 4 Points Road on Sunday, where a shooting happened around 5:45 a.m. Investigators found Telvin Osborne with a single gunshot wound to the chest. He was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Telvin Osborne, a father, a son, a worker with SRS, and it's just very tragic that he has lost his life in this manner.
Investigators say the suspect is 25-year-old Hannah Cobb, who has children with Osborne. Investigators say an altercation between the two took place before the shooting occurred. Cobb was arrested Tuesday and is charged with felony involuntary manslaughter. Sheriff Williams says that alcohol was involved, and they are not listing this as accidental.
It's crucial to note that the investigation has not been classified as accidental.
Alfonso Williams also clearing up misinformation about the shooting.
Important for us to clarify that at no point during the investigation was there any information about a person cleaning a weapon.
Sheriff Williams says there is a possibility that Cobb could face more charges as the investigation continues.
Now a grand jury has closed the case, claiming self-defense. So that's what we have right now. So this was a toxic relationship. They have a child together. They've been together for some time, it seems. And from what we learned when I followed a little bit of this case, there's drinking involved and often arguing. Also infidelity and some sort of abuse was claimed. I guess. So let's get into the comments. Someone says, "Black women, you're all right this evening." Now, if you don't get it, this is women saying, "To hell with him," right? He disrespected black people, because if you disrespect black women, you disrespect people, period. As I stated, some people misconstrue how black women feel. They think that black women are jealous of the black men that date white women. That is not the point. And some are often missing the point. They don't care, regardless of who you fall in love with, regardless of who you are attracted to. Why do you have to bash me or the next woman? Most of the women commenting on this post on Instagram have something going for their life. They make their own money and, listen, he was never their type either. He had nothing going for his life. The audacity of scrubs saying something about the most accomplished self-made women in the country, period. I'm not bashing him. He's dead. I'm talking to the living. Anyway, and someone says, "Rest in preference." Guys, people are not playing. And as you can see, unbelievable is basically implying nothing to see here. She continues to scroll past this story. Not her problem. Next, let's move on. And someone said, "He chose her. This is none of our business. Respect to the law." This one, "Dad's a cop. Of course she got off." Then somebody said, "Thought she was cleaning her gun?" Well, that was the initial story. Next one says, "She got away with murder. Literally. Wow. But let me mind my black-owned business." And Life with Den says, "Black women, stand down. What are we having for dinner?" Black women are not having it anymore.
Yup.
B4 Real says, "Not our business. He picked her." Maddie Marbach says, "Stand down, ladies." London Bridget's reminds everyone, "This the one who said on Facebook he'd do it with a dog before a black woman?" Yep, this the one.
Loser.
West African Baby says, "This is what he would have wanted. He wouldn't have wanted her to go to jail. He protected her and bashed black women till his last breath." He did. Look at what he posted about the woman that killed him. He said, I quote, "I'll kill for her, I'll kill 'bout her, and I ain't scared to say I'll die 'bout her." And he died. Words have power. The next says, "I knew to come straight to the comments because that's where the truth is." You Love Jador2 says, "Sounds about white. Y'all have a safe weekend." This one says, "As far as I'm concerned, she innocent and this not our battle, my beautiful melanin sisters." I honestly feel very bad for his family, but at the end of the day, honestly, we don't know how this relationship was. If it was toxic, if this girl was really scared for her life. I mean, we don't know what their history is. And I can't even believe that he was dating a woman knowing her father is an officer and he dared to threaten her. Like, what are you doing? All right, anyway, guys, let's talk about this case in the comments section down below, and I will scroll for you guys to read the rest of the comments. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Until the next one, bye!